Welcome to my YouTube channel. We dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins, where even the smallest details and unnoticed errors can transform a simple 1-cent piece into a treasure worth millions. And today we are uncovering one of the most incredible stories in coin collecting history, the astonishing case of the 2007 D. Lincoln 1-cent coin that is believed to be worth up to $4 million because of its incredible minting mistakes, unseen variations, and mysterious features that have caught the attention of collectors, experts, and investors around the world. So sit back and get ready to explore why this small copper-plated zinc coin from Denver has become one of the most talked-about pieces in the numismatic community, a coin so common yet so mysterious that its imperfections have turned it into a legend of modern minting. The 2007 D. Lincoln cent, at first glance, looks like just another penny, a small coin that millions of Americans have in their pockets, but when we look closer, when we put it under magnification, and when experts analyze its surfaces, we find shocking anomalies that separate it from the normal coins produced in massive numbers that year. As the Denver Mint struck over 3.9 billion Lincoln cents in 2007, but among those billions, a few were struck under unusual conditions, showing doubling. Misaligned dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, plating blisters, and even rare transitional errors that make them truly extraordinary. Collectors who specialize in error coins know that the tiniest mistake during minting can increase the value of a coin exponentially, and the 2007 D cent has shown multiple possible varieties that drive its desirability through the roof, from double die obverse to die clash marks, from broad strikes to partial collar strikes, and from missing plating areas to zinc bubbles that form unique textures on the surface. The 2007 D cent in question, rumored to have fetched or been valued at around $4 million, stands out because it appears to combine several extremely rare errors into one single coin, something that almost never happens in minting history. Imagine a coin struck from a misaligned die where the obverse and reverse are off-centered, where the design doesn't sit properly on the planchet, but instead shows part of the rim missing and the details stretching outward, while at the same time, the coin displays doubling on Lincoln's eye, nose, or even the lettering, "In God We Trust," and on the reverse, the words, "United States of America," or "E pluribus unum," appear slightly shadowed or doubled, suggesting a double die reverse. This type of combination makes the coin both visually stunning and historically significant. Experts have noted that 2007 was a year when the U.S. Mint was transitioning between older die polishing methods and newer automated minting procedures, which could explain why some dies used at the Denver facility produced inconsistent strikes, and in rare cases, the wrong planchets may have been fed into the presses, leading to transitional errors where a cent was accidentally struck on a planchet intended for a foreign coin or even a dime, resulting in lighter weight, different metal composition, and a unique sound when dropped or tested. Such transitional errors have always been incredibly valuable in numismatics. Examples like the 1943 bronze cent or the 1944 steel cent are worth hundreds of thousands to millions, and a 2007 D cent with similar cross-metal striking characteristics could easily reach multi-million-dollar valuation, especially if authenticated by grading authorities like PCGS or NGC. Some collectors also report that certain 2007 D cents have unusual copper plating issues where bubbles, lines, or raised bumps appear due to trapped gases or imperfections in the plating process, making each such coin uniquely patterned, and when combined with other striking errors, these can make the coin one of a kind. Furthermore, certain examples show die cracks running across Lincoln's bust, through the fields, or even across the memorial building on the reverse, forming what collectors often call cuds, or die breaks, and depending on the size and location, these can add huge premiums to the value. One particularly dramatic example reportedly shows a massive die crack that stretches from Lincoln's shoulder to the rim, creating a raised ridge that looks like a scar, and because it's on a 2007 D, which is not generally known for heavy die wear, it stands out even more. Another fascinating feature on some 2007 D cents is the evidence of die clashes, where the obverse and reverse dies struck each other without a planchet between them, leaving faint impressions of the reverse design on the obverse die or vice versa, and when the next coins were struck, they carried ghostly outlines of parts of the design, such as the memorial columns appearing behind Lincoln's portrait or traces of his bust showing behind the memorial building. These accidental designs are Adored by collectors who love the story of how the mint's high-speed presses can sometimes leave their fingerprints on the coins. The Denver Mint has a long history of high production and mechanical pressure, so errors like these are plausible, especially when dies were not replaced in time or when misalignment happened during high-output cycles. Moreover, 2007 D cents with broad strike errors, where the collar die failed and the coin expanded outward during striking, also attract strong interest, as the shape becomes slightly larger and more rounded, making the coin look almost like a miniature medallion rather than a standard cent. Such physical distortions not only make it rare but visually impressive, and when you hold such a coin, you can immediately see it is unlike any other penny. Now, why would a coin like this reach the astronomical value of $4 million? The answer lies in a mix of extreme rarity, historical intrigue, collector demand, and the uniqueness of the error combination. In numismatics, value is not always about metal content, it's about story, rarity, and desirability. A coin that exists only once or even a few times in a world of billions becomes a symbol of survival, chance, and minting history. If this 2007 D1 cent includes multiple dramatic minting errors, such as being struck on the wrong planchet, showing double dies, having strong die clashes, and including massive die cracks, it essentially becomes a museum piece, a perfect storm of minting accidents. Many collectors dream of finding such a coin in their pocket change or coin rolls, and it's these dreams that drive people to search through thousands of cents hoping for a discovery. Additionally, grading plays a massive role in valuation. If the $4 million 2007 D cent has been graded by PCGS or NGC as mint state 68 or higher, that boosts its value even more because high grade combined with major errors is a rare occurrence. The coin's surface condition, luster, and eye appeal can turn an already rare error into a priceless gem. Some experts speculate that this specific coin could be a mule error, meaning it was struck using mismatched dies from two different denominations or types, perhaps pairing a 2007 D cent reverse with another coin's obverse. Though such cases are nearly mythical, they have happened before, like the famous 2000 P Sacagawea dollar mule error with a Washington quarter obverse. If such a mule pairing occurred in 2007, even unintentionally, it would justify a multimillion-dollar valuation because only one or two could ever exist. There are also reports of off-metal strikes from that period where cents were struck on experimental planchets or foreign coin blanks due to the mint's contract work, and if the 2007 D cent was struck on such an unusual blank, its metal composition would differ from the standard copper-plated zinc, possibly making it magnetic or giving it a unique color tone under light, which adds to its mystique and scientific curiosity. When analyzed through spectroscopy or weight comparison, collectors could immediately tell something unusual was present, and that discovery would spark headlines across coin forums and auction houses. The coin's provenance, its journey from minting to discovery, also contributes to its myth. Perhaps it was found in a sealed mint roll or a bank box, or maybe it was discovered decades later in circulation, unnoticed for years until a sharp-eyed collector spotted the doubling under magnification. Each such story adds human emotion and mystery to the coin's financial value. The fact that such a coin is said to exist proves that even in the modern minting era, when machines are highly precise, perfection is still impossible, and that imperfection becomes priceless. Another detail that might explain its extreme worth is if the coin exhibits rotational die alignment, where when you flip it vertically, the reverse design is not properly aligned with the obverse, sometimes rotated 90 or even 180 degrees. This rotational error is highly sought after and very rare in modern cents, and when combined with other errors, it multiplies the value. Some numismatists have theorized that during a specific production run at the Denver Mint Next 2021 1-cent coin channel we uncover the fascinating world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and unbelievable stories behind everyday money that could make you a millionaire, and today we're diving deep into one of the most astonishing modern coin stories ever, the incredible 2021 Lincoln 1-cent coin that has shocked collectors, investors, and numismatists across the globe by being valued at up to $3 million because of its unbelievable minting errors, mysterious features, and rare production anomalies that make it one of the most sought-after coins of the decade. And although it's just a small copper-plated zinc penny, it has become a global sensation for those who understand the beauty of minting mistakes and the potential fortune hiding in your pocket change. So stay tuned as we explore every reason why this modern coin has become a multi-million-dollar marvel, from its hidden errors to the unlikely conditions that birthed its rarity. The 2021 Lincoln Cent, minted by the United States Mint during a period of economic uncertainty and post-pandemic production adjustments, is already interesting because the minting environment was not business as usual. The mint had faced worker shortages, machine recalibrations, die replacements, and even changes in planchet sourcing due to supply chain shifts, all of which contributed to unexpected variations and mistakes in coin production. The Denver, Philadelphia, and San Francisco mints all produced millions of 2021 cents, but among those billions of coins, a handful stood out, coins that escaped the mint's strict quality controls, coins that bore rare errors unseen in decades. And one particular 2021 cent has been rumored to have sold or valued around $3 million because of a spectacular combination of errors that defy normal minting logic. Imagine a single coin displaying multiple rare mistakes at once, such as a double die obverse, off-center strike, die crack, plating blister, and even a wrong planchet composition, and you'll start to see why this coin has taken the coin collecting community by storm. The most dramatic of these errors starts with doubling on Lincoln's eye, mouth, and the motto, "In God We Trust," where under magnification, the letters appear to have a shadow-like second strike, a hallmark of a double die, which occurs when the die itself is engraved twice at slightly different angles. This creates a mesmerizing effect on the coin's surface that collectors love, especially because true double dies are not common in modern cents. On the 2021 cent, some examples show doubling not only on the obverse but also on the reverse lettering, especially in 1 cent and E pluribus unum, creating a visually stunning coin that appears to shimmer with history. Adding to its uniqueness, the 2021 cent in question also exhibits a misalignment in the die setup that caused an off-center strike of about 10 to 20%, meaning part of the design is missing while a blank crescent of the planchet is visible on one edge. Off-center errors are popular because they make each coin look distinct, and when the date remains fully visible on an off-center strike, the value skyrockets. A 2021 cent with a clear date and mint mark but significantly off-center strike would instantly stand out and could easily attract 5-figure bids, but when combined with other errors, its rarity compounds exponentially. What makes this 2021 coin even more fascinating is its possible die crack or cut error, where the metal of the die itself fractured, causing raised lines or even chunks of missing design on the coin. Some examples from 2021 have shown large die cracks running from Lincoln's shoulder to the rim, or through the memorial design, for the shield reverse of 2021, where the raised metal looks like veins or scars across the surface, adding both beauty and uniqueness to the coin. Die cracks are natural results of overused or damaged dies, and since 2021 was a year of massive minting pressure, it's plausible that the mint continued using worn dies longer than usual, inadvertently creating these rare flaws. But the real excitement around the rumored $3 million 2021 cent comes from its suspected transitional or wrong planchet strike. Imagine a 2021 penny struck not on its normal copper-plated zinc planchet but on a leftover or foreign coin blank, perhaps from a dime or a different country's coinage, which could make the coin slightly lighter, different in color, or magnetic if struck on a steel-based blank. Transitional errors like these have always captured collector imaginations, the most famous being the 1943 bronze cent and the 1944 steel cent, both worth millions today, and if a 2021 cent was struck on the wrong metal, it would be an extraordinary modern equivalent. Tests of such a coin could reveal a different weight, perhaps 2.3 grams instead of the standard 2.5, or a unique tonal difference in the sound when dropped, signs that it's composed of an unexpected alloy. Some reports mention that certain 2021 cents from the Denver Mint exhibit unusual copper tones or surface textures, possibly due to plating inconsistencies, where the zinc core didn't fully bond with the copper layer, resulting in blistered, bubbling, or peeling areas on the coin. These plating errors give the coin a striking appearance and, in some cases, form patterns resembling faces or shapes that make each one unique. Another factor contributing to the coin's fame is the growing attention from modern collectors who have shifted focus from older wheat cents to recent era coins, realizing that modern minting technology, while precise, still produces occasional mechanical misalignments that can slip past inspection. When these errors are discovered on newer coins, their novelty drives collector demand, especially when authenticated and graded by top-tier organizations like PCGS or NGC. If this 2021 1-cent coin was certified as genuine with multiple errors and a high grade such as MS68 or MS69, its value would be astronomical because it combines rarity with pristine condition, a virtually impossible combination for error coins that often sustain damage in circulation. Collectors often look for die clash marks as well, and some 2021 cents have shown faint outlines of Lincoln's image on the reverse shield area, caused by the obverse and reverse dies hitting each other without a planchet between them. This creates ghostly impressions and adds to the intrigue of the coin story. Similarly, broad strike errors, where the collar die fails to contain the metal during striking, can make the coin wider and thinner, a rare visual deformity that instantly signals mint error authenticity. A 2021 D or 2021 P cent with such an error would already be worth hundreds, but combined with doubling, misalignment, or die cracks, it could easily ascend into the tens or hundreds of thousands, and in the case of a spectacular multi-error coin, even millions. Furthermore, some 2021 cents have been observed with rotational die alignment errors, where flipping the coin vertically reveals that the reverse is rotated relative to the obverse by 90 or even 180 degrees, a minting defect that is extremely rare in modern coins. Such errors captivate collectors because they show clear evidence of machine malfunction during production, and if the $3 million coin indeed exhibits such rotation, it adds another layer to its mystique. Beyond physical minting flaws, another element contributing to its value is its discovery story. The world of numismatics loves drama and mystery. Perhaps this coin was discovered in a sealed bankroll, or in change from a vending machine, or even at a coin show by a keen-eyed collector who noticed something off about its color or alignment. Once such a coin is authenticated and proven to have genuine multi-layered errors, its uniqueness and provenance multiply its desirability, pushing its auction value into record-breaking territory. Historical context also matters. The 2021 Lincoln cent represents the continuation of a design lineage stretching back to 1909, making any modern anomaly part of a larger historical narrative. When something unusual happens in a long-standing coin series, collectors rush to secure examples because it bridges the past and present of minting history. Another subtle but important factor is eye appeal. Some error coins are simply more visually dramatic. A 2021 cent with a bold off-center strike showing half of Lincoln's face, or one with a massive die cut that looks like a mountain rising from the surface, can be breathtaking to behold, especially when gleaming in mint state condition. These visual elements ignite bidding wars among collectors who prize beauty as much as rarity. Moreover, the global rise of social media and coin collecting content has amplified awareness of modern errors. When photos of the rare 2021 cent began circulating online, interest surged, and speculative offers reportedly reached into the millions, as collectors and investors viewed it as both a rarity and a historical artifact. Minting experts also noted that in 2021, certain presses at the Denver Mint were recalibrated. Last 1992 1-cent coin channel, we uncover the hidden stories of rare coins, the unbelievable treasures that lie unnoticed in your pocket change, and the fascinating world of minting mistakes that turn ordinary coins into multimillion-dollar masterpieces. And today we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and extraordinary coins ever discovered, the 1992 Lincoln 1-cent coin that has stunned collectors, investors, and numismatists all over the world by being valued at up to $2 million because of its remarkable minting errors, unique characteristics, and historical significance that set it apart from billions of other pennies struck that same year, making it one of the most valuable modern error coins in existence. And what makes it even more interesting is that it looks almost identical to a regular penny until you look closely and realize you're holding a 1-cent coin worth more than a luxury mansion. So stay tuned as we explore every detail, every possible minting anomaly, and every theory that explains why the 1992 1-cent coin has become a legend among collectors and why it continues to captivate everyone who loves the thrill of discovering hidden value in plain sight. To understand why this coin is so special, we first have to remember that 1992 was a transitional year in the production of Lincoln cents, a time when the United States Mint was making subtle but important changes to the design and dies used for striking the coins, and those changes led to one of the most famous modern varieties ever known, the 1992 close AM Lincoln cent. Most pennies produced between 1990 and 1992 feature a wide gap between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse, but a few rare coins from both the Philadelphia and Denver mints that year were accidentally struck using a reverse die intended for proof coins, resulting in the close AM design where the letters A and M almost touch. And this small design difference created one of the most valuable modern coins ever discovered. But the specific 1992 1 cent that reached the $2 million valuation goes beyond even this famous close AM variety, as it reportedly combines multiple rare errors and extraordinary features that elevate it from being just a collectible variety to being a once-in-a-lifetime minting anomaly. Experts who have examined similar coins suggest that this 1992 cent may show a double die obverse, with clear signs of doubling on Lincoln's ear, I, and the lettering, "In God We Trust," where under magnification you can see a slight doubling or shadow effect caused by the die being engraved twice at slightly different angles, creating one of the most desirable errors in coin collecting. Doubling errors, especially on key features like the motto or Lincoln's profile, are extremely valuable because they show visible evidence of minting imperfection that collectors can easily identify and verify. In addition to that, some 1992 cents show signs of die deterioration, small die cracks, or cuds, raised areas where parts of the die broke and filled with metal during striking, which make every such coin unique, with patterns that appear like veins or scars across the coin's surface. These imperfections add character and rarity, as the mint's machinery, operating at thousands of strikes per minute, occasionally allows worn dies to continue producing coins until replacement, resulting in these distinctive patterns. The 1992 cent in question reportedly also shows signs of off-center striking, where the design is slightly shifted and the rim on one side appears thicker while the other edge shows part of the design missing, a visual clue that always draws collector attention because it means the planchet was not perfectly aligned during striking. Depending on how off-center the strike is, the value can increase exponentially, and when the date remains fully visible, collectors will pay huge premiums for such coins. Some numismatists even suggest that the $2 million 1992 penny might have been struck on the wrong planchet, possibly one intended for a foreign coin or even a dime, meaning its metal composition and weight could differ from standard copper-plated zinc cents, which should weigh 2.5 grams. If this coin weighs slightly less or more, or if its composition is slightly off, say, missing some copper plating or showing pure copper under magnification, it could easily qualify as a transitional or off-metal error, one of the rarest types of mistakes in minting history. Transitional errors occur when the mint accidentally uses planchets or dies meant for a different year's specifications, and such coins have fetched millions before, like the 1943 bronze cent and the 1944 steel cent, which share the same pattern of mistaken materials. So if a 1992 cent was struck on a leftover copper planchet from 1982, or an experimental blank, that alone would make it worth hundreds of thousands or even millions. Another major factor in its value is the close AM reverse, which is an error caused by the use of the proof die on regular circulation coins. Proof dies were designed for high-quality collector coins with finer detail and closer spacing between design elements, and when one was accidentally used to strike circulation coins at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, it created these rare hybrid coins. On a genuine 1992 close AM, not only are the A and M nearly touching, but the spacing between the base of the letters and the bottom of the memorial is different compared to regular coins, and the designer's initials, FG, for Frank Gasparo, appear slightly further away from the memorial. This small combination of differences can only occur due to a die mix-up, a rare error where the mint unintentionally uses the wrong reverse die. Considering that billions of coins were struck that year, finding one of these rare examples is like finding a needle in a mountain of hay. What makes the rumored $2 million example so extraordinary, however, is that it doesn't just have the close AM reverse but reportedly also shows striking anomalies, doubling, and even minor misalignment, making it a hybrid of multiple rare features all on one coin. Collectors and experts believe that this coin might have been produced during a die setup or replacement stage at the mint, when a proof reverse die was accidentally paired with an obverse die meant for circulation coins, and in the process, the press alignment or pressure might have been slightly off, producing doubling and misstrikes. In minting terms, such an event is almost impossible, which is why so few examples exist. And yet, the story doesn't end there. Some 1992 cents have also shown plating blisters and peeling, a common result of poor bonding between the copper plating and the zinc core, which creates small raised or sunken areas on the coin's surface that give it an uneven, almost textured look. While minor in most cases, when combined with other rare errors, these plating flaws add to the uniqueness of each specimen. The 1992 penny valued at $2 million likely combines several of these characteristics: close AM reverse, double die obverse, off-center strike, die crack, and plating flaw, all in one extraordinary piece, making it a numismatic miracle that no collector could resist. Experts say that what pushes such a coin into multimillion-dollar territory isn't just the presence of errors but also its condition and provenance. If the coin was found in mint state condition, showing full luster and minimal contact marks, then its preservation is exceptional because most error coins enter circulation and get damaged quickly. Grading companies like PCGS and NGC play a vital role here, as a coin graded MS67 or higher with confirmed multiple mint errors and verified close AM variety would easily command record-breaking prices at auction. The coin's story, the mystery of its creation, and the excitement surrounding its discovery all fuel its desirability. Some speculate that it was found in a sealed mint roll or set, hidden for decades until a collector noticed the subtle differences in the AM spacing and the doubling on Lincoln's profile. Once authenticated, the coin's fame spread through numismatic circles, and its uniqueness, coupled with its pristine condition, led experts to estimate its value in the range of $2 million. Another fascinating detail about the 1992 cent is how its errors represent the transition between old and new minting technologies. During that period, the mint was updating its die-making equipment, which increased the likelihood of mismatched dies or setup mistakes. The close AM error likely resulted from the mint testing new dies and accidentally releasing coins struck during that transition. Every such coin represents a frozen moment in minting history, a tangible reminder of the human element in a process that's supposed to be mechanical and perfect. But perfection is impossible, and those imperfections are what make these coins so valuable. Moreover, the 1992 close AM penny marks an important shift in design details that continued into later years.